As an American, you deserve more. If you're tired of only having two choices on Election Day, you should know Jeff Schartze. Jeff Schartze is the presidential write-in candidate that America deserves. Jeff Schartze is not a member of the Democratic or Republican Party. Jeff Schartze has never even been to a party.
No, thank you.
Jeff Schartze is a candidate that connects with the youth.
I like to video games.
With Jeff Schartze in office, you won't have to worry about an embarrassing sex scandal because Jeff Schartze is terrified of sex.
No, thank you.
Jeff Schartze won't get into hot water for sending inappropriate tweets.
I forgot my password.
Jeff Schartze isn't a career politician. He's running for a very important reason.
My mom said I have to get a job.
He has to get a job. So where does Jeff stand on the issues?
I'll do whatever you want. Just don't yell at me.
He'll do whatever it takes not to get yelled at. This year, when you fill out your ballot, remember Jeff Schartze. Paid for by Jeff Schartze's allowance. Jeff Schartze is the presidential write-in candidate that America deserves. But where does Jeff stand on the issues? How does Jeff feel about gender issues?
I'm pro-noun.
He's pro-noun. Where does Jeff stand on grammar usage?
I'm pro-noun.
Where does Jeff Schartze stand on immigration?
It's a hard word to spell.
What about women's rights?
Somebody's got to say it.
What about senior citizens?
It's pronounced senor.
So where does Jeff Schartze stand on Roe v. Wade?
My body, your choice.
His body, your choice. Where does Jeff Schartze stand on gun control?
Don't shoot me.
Don't shoot him. Jeff Schartze for America. The one candidate who doesn't know enough to make things worse.
My name is Jeff Schartze, and I improve this ad.
These days it seems our presidential candidates are always getting into trouble. Not Jeff Schartze. You'll never have to worry about Jeff Schartze using his political power to benefit his kids, because Jeff Schartze can't have children.
I don't have a uterus.
Jeff Schartze will never get into trouble for sharing classified documents, because Jeff Schartze refuses to look at classified documents.
The only secret I have is my deodorant.
You won't find anything fishy in Jeff Schartze's past tax returns.
I've never had a job.
Unlike many political candidates, Jeff Schartze is guaranteed not to die of old age while in office.
I'll probably choke on something.
Jeff Schartze's opponents spent millions of dollars on negative smear campaigns about each other. But when asked about Jeff Schartze, they had nothing bad to say.
They had never heard of me.
Jeff Schartze in the White House.
Just imagine it.
Just imagine it.
Just imagine it.
You've heard of the other presidential candidates, but you may not have heard of Jeff Schartze. So who exactly is Jeff Schartze?
I'm Jeff Schartze.
He's Jeff Schartze. Jeff Schartze was born in America. He was raised in America.
Even my cheese is American.
You won't find Jeff Schartze's name on the ballot.
Oops, I missed the deadline.
That's why we're asking you to add Jeff as a write-in candidate in all 50 states. Jeff Schartze is the type of candidate who isn't afraid to get to the bottom of things.
There are two types of people in this world, and I want to find out what they are.
Ever since Jeff Schartze was a child, he's had the same dream.
Okay, so there are these skeletons and they're breakdancing, but to country music? And then my Uncle Mike comes in and he's got a full head of hair, but in real life, he doesn't have any hair.
This year, when you cast your vote, remember Jeff Schartze.
America! Because we're already here.
The media wants you to believe you only have two choices when it comes to voting for president. We're here to tell you there's a third option. Independent write-in candidate Jeff Schartze. While other candidates refuse to answer questions, Jeff Schartze will tell you exactly where he stands on the issues that matter most. Where does Jeff Schartze stand on student loan forgiveness?
I hate student loans. I will never forgive them.
How does Jeff feel about taxes?
Texas is the Lone Star State.
So where does Jeff Schartze stand on daylight savings?
We saved enough daylight. It's time for some daylight spending.
What about health care?
Why the health should I care?
How does Jeff feel about public education?
Homework gets me all tuckered out.
What about gender equality?
Women. Can't live with them. Yes, you can.
Jeff Schartze for president.
Come on, just do it. Maybe it's time we started giving loans to teachers.
A lot of presidential candidates make vague promises. But write-in candidate Jeff Schartze isn't afraid to tell you exactly what he'll do with his time in office.
I'll probably throw a picnic.
How does Jeff Schartze plan to spend the government budget?
We're all going to WrestleMania.
Jeff has one focus for his first 100 days in office.
Find out who's ticklish and who's not, and respect their boundaries.
What else does Jeff Schartze promise to do?
I'm gonna take the McRib away forever. Enough of these games.
Most politicians are afraid to stand up to lobbyists, but there's only one thing that scares Jeff Schartze.
I'm afraid of Fred Krueger.
How do you know Jeff Schartze will keep his campaign promises?
Because liars go to hell.
Forget the big party candidates. When you go to the polls, write in Jeff Schartze for president.
I dare you.